Boom, bam, bow. We back. Welcome to another episode, Random Sunset. Some people call it high school children say Stonecrest. Some people shout out, no miss Stonecrest. Back in the day, my homies know me as something else. I don't wish to carry on that legacy. Anyway, welcome to another episode, Random Sunset. I'm your host, Stonecrest. Alright. Anyway, we got a show today. I'm going to keep it very brief. And notice I got my drinky drink. And I think I may title this, I Love Women. Alright? Because today I want to talk about women. I want to talk to women. Alright? And so let's get started, man. I want to first say, not all females, but to all of the females that are going around saying women run the world. That is not true. All right. Now, the mature crowd, come on, y'all know like I know. Hey, man, why are you entertaining that? Because that's what we do here. All right. We talk about subjects, topics, and if you can learn something from it, please learn something from it. Let's have a conversation. But outside of that, please be entertained. I mean, hey, I'm no professional host. I'm not an actor. You know what I mean? I'm just sitting in the comfort of my home, having a little nightcap, and I, again, want to talk to the women. So, like I was saying, women, well, not women, but females, that go around, not all, but the females that go around saying women run the world. Again, that's not true, all right? When it comes to the women liberation movement and women having equal rights as men, who did you consult to make the playing field even? Who did you have to go to, for this to even happen? Who sponsored the women liberation movement? All right? So again, these are facts. Now, I know a lot of women don't wish to be held accountable. Not all. And let me say female because, like I say, I love real women. The real women that are women. Not girls, but are women. Big shout out to you because it's a different. And in fact, let me just clear that up right now. So throughout the show, if you hear me say females, women, or girls, I want to make a distinction. You know what I mean? And the same thing when it comes to the fellas. When it comes to men, I'm talking about the real men, the ones that provide, protect, the ones that will hammer out a deal and work it out with his significant other, his wifey. When I say women, the real women that are supportive, the ones that are nurturers, the ones that have their femininity intact. And know how to harness and use that feminine energy and again, be a helpmate. You know what I mean? Shout out to the real women. All right. So now we know the difference between the real women and the real men. And we'll say for the women, for the rest, we'll throw them in the category as being female. All right. Because again, I don't wish to hold anyone in contempt. And like I say, I'm not coming from a malicious place. I'm not misogynist. I'm not a chauvinist, and things of that such. So again, when I refer to females as females, when I refer to males or fellas as fellas, we'll put them in that category just to separate the undeveloped or the immature ones from the mature ones. All right. So again, women do not run the world, and also, when it comes to a lot of females, not all, a lot of females, to be bitter and scorn is to be a contentious woman. Men notice it and women notice it. So a lot of time when having a conversation and your emotions is triggered, men know it and women know it. It don't look good on you. All right? It's almost like being a transformer. In other words, I'm walking around as a female, but then the minute it's time to have a mature conversation, you don't want to hear nothing a man have to say. It's going to be hard to rectify your situation. It's going to be hard for you to become a better person or reach your optimum level, regardless of what age you are. You can be 40, you can be in your 50s, you can be in your 60s. If you don't want to listen to what men have to say on rectifying your situation, on how to deal with a man or how to get a real man, you may as well hang it up and die alone. You may as well hang it up and die alone. A lot of times when I talk to women and women start huffing and puffing just because we speak facts and speak the truth and you don't want to hear it, it's going to be hard to fix your situation. It's going to be hard to rectify your situation. Listen at what men are saying. It's a catch-22. It's double standards. Now, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to where I started, and then, like I said, I'm gonna pick back up. When it comes to this women liberation movement, and it comes to this whole feminist movement, women, you have to understand and understand that it's not meant for you guys to be equals as us men. It's not meant for you to be equal. Okay? And I want to clear that up. And when I say clear that up, let me tell you what I mean. And just listen. Don't be one of the people who like, man, I don't want to hear nothing he got to say. And you already bitter and hurt. And, you know, anyway. Here's a quick scenario. When have you ever seen, all right, in real life, female celebrities with female bodyguards? When have you seen celebrities walk around with female bodyguards? You got to ask the question, why? Why aren't men or why aren't women just going out of their way to get these female bodyguards? Why? You have some militant females. You have some tall females. You have athletic females. But why aren't men and women going to them for bodyguards? Okay? A clear indication we're not the same and we're not equal. Especially when it comes to our physical ability. Women are not equal as men when it comes to the physical ability. We've tested it time and time again when it comes to wrestling, when it comes to football. Because if we're so equal, and this is what women fight for, the equality and to be even and equal up with men, then why aren't women on the football field playing football with the men? Why aren't female and men able to use the same bathroom since we all equal? This is just the obvious, all right? I think we've entertained it and played along for too long, all right? We keep on playing like, I mean, maybe to the females that I know are immature, it's a big game and they having the time of their life. Because they bitter, they're scorned, and they just want some attention. But it's clear as day we're not equal, all right? Running track. You got fast women out there. But when it comes to the things that men do and our physical ability, it's not the same for women. Put these female boxers in the ring with the male boxers and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. What you think is going to happen? All right? So that's what I'm talking about. Every blue moon you might find a female that could get on a physical level with certain guys. All right? With certain guys. But if you just take a female that's the same height as a guy, weigh the same amount as a guy, and you both put them, neither one of them are professionals, but you put them both in the ring and on some mixed martial arts, what do you think is going to happen? All right? So let's quit playing, man. Let's quit playing, all right? So again, if women get back to their feminine element, and master their feminine element, they are powerful in their own right. They're powerful in their own right. If men get back to the masculinity of of being masculine, then we're powerful in our own right. So when it comes to the physical, yeah, we're powerful. When it comes to like the mental, women are very powerful when it comes to the mental. Most of them live in their mind. They have, and I know that women have gotten away from it. Women, this day and age, try to be the man and the woman and the man. And that's not possible unless you are a trans. All right, a man, born biologically a man, but then you convert yourself into a woman. But the nature and truth of the matter is, originally you are a man. You still have the brute strength of a man. All right, you may not have babies and do the things that men do, but if you're born a man, you're a man. You are a man, and it's the truth. Vice versa. A lot of the women who are women, but then okay, I'm gonna mimic a guy. I'm gonna go and get my hair cut low. I'm gonna talk like the man. I'm gonna dress like the man, and I'm gonna pose as a man. But deep inside, you still got you're a female, whether you got breasts or not. It's some flat-chested women out here that's opposing as men, but biologically they born a woman. And then we have to play along. It's no different than me going around saying I'm a lion. I'm not a lion. I'm a human. I'm not a lion. It's clear to see I'm a human and not a lion. So it's the same thing. So society is being dumbed down. We having to play along, acting like women run the world and run the show. That's not the case. All right. We keep on acting like women are even and equal to us, and that's not the case. All right. And then for a lot of you women and men that sitting back and you know your Bible, you Christian men and women, you female and males that claim and represent Christianity, you know what your Bible says. And if you don't, go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. You have God, you have Jesus Christ, you have the man, the woman, and then the children, our child. All right? That's the biblical structure and order. But right now, a lot of women, again, that whole catch-22, that double standard, we don't want that, we don't want that. They are fighting, they are bucking, they are contentious, they are bitter, and they willing to bring down anybody to their level. We've all heard and know the saying, single women keep women single. They all seem to know the answer, but yet and still don't have a man. Go out of their way and spend all of their hard-earned money that they work for. They'll get a facelift. They'll get their nose changed. They'll get the fat sucked up out of their body. They'll buy them the size butt they want, get butt shots. They'll get implants. All this stuff to make them beautiful. And many of them still don't end up with a husband. They still don't end up with a husband. And you got to ask the question, why? Why don't you have a man? You so fine. Why don't you have a man? Well, this is what you'll hear a lot of times. Well, what if you don't want no man? What if you don't want no husband? What if you want a doggone be the man and work for the rest of my life, independent, make a way for myself, protect myself? It just don't make sense. And like I said, I think we've played along with it far too long. A lot of times I see women on the side of the road when their car break down, whether they ran out of gas, the car to flat. They're not calling their friend girl to come change that tire. Whether he's your husband or boyfriend, they not calling no female to come change their tire. Not saying a female can't change a tire. That's not what I'm saying. But oftentimes they call a man. The air conditioning unit go out, they're gonna call a man. Whether black, white, brown, yellow, red, they calling a man. And they looking for his expertise. All right? When something happened, a bug, or see a snake, and they want a man to come protect them and deal with that issue. So we have departments. What's wrong with having departments? Here's what a woman take care of. These are the duties and the roles you take on. Here are the roles and the duties that I take on. And together we can be a whole. We can be whole. We can be a unit. But like I say, nowadays, it's not like that. And, if it make any of you guys feel better, whoever's listening, it's just a bit of justification. And I like to think that it's because we're evolving. All right. Evolution has always been very content, and we evolve. So a lot of women, we want to be a man. And we're raising our boys and we're trying to teach them how to be a man when deep inside we're not a man, but we're trying to teach them how to be one. Come on, man. Y'all play too much, man. That's very immature. And then many of you who resent your boyfriend or your baby daddy or your ex-husband, you have to now send a boy to the military and let them make a man out of him. Or he's going to get caught up in the streets and go to prison. And I'm not saying prison going to make him the best man, but prison going to teach him some respect. You're going to learn some respect. You just said men deal with situations and men deal with men differently. All right? Men got brute strength. We deal with each other differently. So a lot of times when women put themselves in man positions, it never made sense to me why a lot of times, you know, it may result in domestic violence. When women jump up in men's face and they start passing licks, and you know society have taught them that, oh, the man not supposed to hit me back. That come from the system, because a lot of you women have married the government. A lot of you women from the food stamps, from the Section 8s, from if I call the police first, he go to jail. You get what I'm saying? And so the system is your husband. System is your husband. But then if quarantine was to come back around and this whole virus come back around and we have to quarantine, then you sit in the house alone. A lot of you women have nice sized homes, especially here in the Atlanta metro area, you know, and then you have to be alone by yourself. A lot of you women that are single, you have to talk to your friend girls about a lot of the drama that go on at work, a lot of the drama that go on in your community, a lot of drama and issues with your family and siblings, with siblings, families, cousins, yeah. And you have to fill that void. You have to fill a void. The husband is not there. Now, I know real women. I'm married to a woman, okay? She a wife. She don't have time to go out and like, hey, look, let's do girls' night. She ain't out here going out of her way to do no girl nights to catch up with and relive some high school moments. And that's just our thing. I'm not saying all y'all supposed to be her. But what I'm saying is when you prioritize, and first thing is first, she have a husband. She have she have teenagers and a child. She don't have time to sit there in no bar and talk about no drama. And vice versa. The same thing go for me. I'm not sitting around, hey, let me go to do dirt in them house and I'm gonna have a couple beers and I'm gonna kick back. I wanna be right here protecting my doggone family. My wife and my children. How was school? How was your day? I want to give you some advices to help you, you know, in your life, to get you prepared. All right, and that's our thing. But I know if we could do it, and I know of couples who have their priorities together, you know, then again, we set the standard. If we could do it, we know it can be done. So when people come around, it ain't no real men. Where the real men at? Them doggone fellas and those doggone guys and males that you attract, that's what you deserving of. So all you women who saying, I can't find a good man, the ones that you attract are the ones that you deserving to have. That's what you deserve to have. If you don't know how to find the real ones and you don't know where they are, the ones that you attract are the ones that you deserve. The choices you make, that's what you look like. The choices you make. All of the good women, yeah, they got snatched up in the beginning. She wifey material. Guys know. And see, and that's another thing. Y'all think a lot of us are stupid. No, guys know. She right there, she qualified to be a mother. She qualified to be a wife. You know? And you know, my wife ain't 5'5", thick in the thighs and boom, 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 and all of that right there. But she a wife. And been a wife for doggone well over a decade. Easy. We're celebrating 22 years. But anyway, like I say, man, I didn't want to keep y'all long. Let me show y'all something real quick. I want y'all to see that real good. Here's some titles and some qualifications. Men are fathers. Men are brothers. Men are sons. Men are nephews. Men are neighbors. And, you know, I want to make sure y'all see. Normally I don't have my hair out. Normally, y'all got to excuse me. Normally I don't have my hair out, but I'll let y'all see it at the end. But yeah, so a lot of time when you say you don't need men, that's some nonsense, man. That's you know, I wanted to, if any of you guys watching this, that's a clear sign too of a bitter and scorned woman. It ain't no good man out here. It ain't no good man. Is your son not a good man? Your nephew not a good man? Are your brother not a good man? Are your uncle not a good man? Are your grandfather not a good man? Are your dad not a good man? Are your neighbor not a good man? Quit lying to yourself just because you done made some choices that you don't understand and that you don't understand. Somewhere along the line, you have to take accountability. Many females, not all, I want to be clear, made some decisions and won't take accountability. Oh, he left me. Why did he leave you? Why didn't he want to be with you? What make y'all think a real man don't want to be with a real woman? It don't make sense. It's something you doing. This is why a lot of you women need to learn and listen more. Slow down and listen more. Quit getting in your feelings, making permanent decisions off of your temporary emotions. I'm going to say it again. When you temporarily feeling a certain type of way, quit making permanent decisions based off of your emotions at the time. Your temporary feelings. Alright? Slow down, listen. Let's have the conversation. Let's keep the conversation going. I'm supposed to sit here like no children. Well, men do this, or females do that. Men do this, females do that, and then back and forth bickering. Like some little immature children. I know women's in their 40s, 50s, and 60s still sitting back, pointing the finger, playing the blame game like they just did everything right. You was out here, doggone, making babies before you even got married. Out here passing yourself around. And many of you women still doing it. Now slept with multiple guys. And now all of a sudden you done got tired. Now you looking for a good guy to come by and wife you and treat you like a queen. When you've been out here ripping and running. No different from a child out there playing in the dirt, playing in the mud, and then coming in the house thinking he finna sit on the living room furniture. Your sofa set or something. You know what I mean? You better go and see the shower and clean yourself. Go and practice celibacy, man, and get your mind right and meditate and get your spirit together. And see, and like I said, a lot of women don't want to hear it because, like I say, it's sting, and they don't want to take accountability more than anything. They don't want to be responsible, and they don't want to take accountability. When it comes to that doggone feminist movement, we want this, we want that, we want this, we want that. We want a doggone 6 feet man plus, or a tall man taller than us who make a lot of money, who gonna shower us and do right by us. You got women out here, doggone, who are the breadwinner, and once they messed up the relationship and the guy decide he's gonna get alimony and get the child and get child support, they get mad. What kind of man do that? Y'all do it to men all the time. I thought we were equal. If you was the breadwinner and you made the bulk of the money and you married doggone the average Joe Blow, and you out here doing them wrong, and you out here being doggone trying to be the man, all right? And what I mean by that is call the shots and doggone, you ain't the leader. At least according to your Bible, many of you. And even if you're a Muslim, what does it say in your Quran? Do it say the woman is supposed to lead the man in your Quran? That's what it say. And seeing this is what we're dealing with, and a lot of women don't want to hear. The minute you go to talking, men like myself, look, but they don't like me. They don't like me because I don't play that game. A lot of you females, I ain't finna play that game with y'all. Seeing him making all these alibis and whining and crying. How you make it all the way to 50 and 60 and you still ain't found no real man? Well, he did this and y'all playing the blame game. You better look in the mirror. It's you. It's you. You need to rectify and strain yourself out and get it together. It's you. Yeah, it is. And then, like I say, I'm not no beta male, so you ain't finna tell me anything and think that I'm gonna just digest it. It ain't gonna work. We can't control him. We love beta males. Hook up with them, boss them around, tell them what to do, and that's how we roll. But anyway, guys, like I say, man, we'll do a part 2. This is called I Love Women, and that's the real women, that is. Shout out to all of the females. Look, y'all put each other up on game, man. Tell these females, these young females, don't be out here playing the field. Oh, you young. Go out here and have fun. Don't be telling them females that. They sit here and pass themselves around and have sex with multiple guys in so many words. Go out here and have fun. What that's supposed to mean? No, teach them how to be wives. But then guess what? If you're not a wife, it's going to be hard for you to teach them how to be a wife. But at least you can tell them. Sweetheart, learn how to cook. Learn how to care for a man. Learn how to be doggone supportive and submissive. You know? She'll be his helpmate. Be his comfort. All right? But yeah, we got a lot of work to put in, man, to get back our families and our communities. Let's start now. Let's have more of these conversations. I appreciate if you took the time to listen, and also I don't plan on going nowhere. I'm having a drink in the comfort of my own home in my studio, by the way. So don't drink and drive. Be responsible, and let's be mature about having this conversation. Hey, I love women. It's your host Stonecrest, over and out. Till next time.